ancient Rome!
Hey, we're soldiers.
That's right! We're soldiers in the Roman Legion!
Hey, Jen, what's that?
I don't know.
It sounds like thousands of feet charging.
Uh-oh!
Oh, what? What is it?
Look out, Sam! It's an army attacking us.
Ah! 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 No! No! Help me! Protect me!
Guys, I'm not sure if this story of time thing's gonna have a happy ending. So, I was watching this movie where cavemen were fighting dinosaurs, and then Sam and Jen showed up and told me that cavemen never even met dinosaurs, that they lived millions of years apart. So, the next thing I knew, the movie I was watching was all about the history of time, and it's pretty good so far. We started out with the cavemen, which led us to ancient Egypt and then Greece. Now it looks like this movie is heating up. Sam and Jen are caught in the middle of a Roman battle.
Look! They're almost here! Run, Jen! Run!
Wait for me! But I thought the Roman Empire had a totally powerful army.
They did. They just didn't count on Sammius Miniums here. Right, Sam?
Oh, yeah. I think we gave him the shake.
Like ancient Egypt, the Roman Empire was around for a long time. From about 27 BC to 476 AD. And at its height in about the year 114, the Roman Empire ruled a huge chunk of modern-day Europe. And how did they accomplish this feat, you ask? With their amazing army, of course. Check it out.
All right, I got 5 legions of Roman warriors in the bushes over there, and we're thinking of taking over your country this afternoon.
Romans, huh? Whew. Bad, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, you know, you probably heard of us.
It was that kind of arrogance, though, that over time caused the empire to crumble. It just got too big to defend. And this opened the door to all sorts of enemies who started attacking it on all fronts. In fact, you just might have heard of the folks that toppled the Western Roman Empire.
Oh yeah? Who?
Barbarians at the gate! Sorry, I gotta go.
Barbarians?
You heard them.
Barbarians!
The Romans called them their less sophisticated enemies from the north.
I give up, okay? You win! You can take it! You can take it! You can take Rome!
Yep, and that was the beginning of the end of ancient Rome. And with the fall of the Roman Empire, chaos took hold in Europe. It broke into tiny kingdoms, always fighting with each other. It was a time we now call the Middle Ages, or the medieval period. Now, when we're talking about the Middle Ages, we're talking about the years 500 to about the year 1400. Almost 1,000 years of chaos. Some people also call this period the Dark Ages because of the disappearance of education and reading. And the church became really powerful, trying to control what the people thought about the world around them. Oh yeah, and it was also the era of greedy landlords who treated the peasants that worked their land like slaves. A nasty way of life called the feudal system. And if the peasants spoke up about the awful conditions, well, they just might end up in the landlord's dungeon. And because there was no such thing as courts or trials back then, you just might stay there for life.
Give me a home where the buffalo roam and the hills are all cloudy and gray.
Yep, it was a gloomy time. And to raise spirits, people spun tales, like the story of Robin Hood, who battled greedy Prince John and the Sheriff of Nottingham, giving the people hope for better things to come. But it was going to take more than tall tales to break the grip of the feudal system. However, there was one bunch who scared the daylights out of even the most powerful feudal lord. The Vikings.
Whoa.
Why were the Vikings so scary? Because from a very young age, Viking kids were trained in the ways of combat. They came from Northern Europe, from Scandinavia, countries like Norway, Sweden, and Denmark to be exact. They muscled their way through Europe and went on great voyages of exploration, settling new lands like Iceland and Greenland, and even made it as far as the North American coast.
So, when did the Middle Ages end?
About 1400, with the start of the Renaissance.